Hi, my name is Patrick, and I'd like to give you a brief overview today of how to play this game called Acids and their Salts. This is a fun way for students to learn about acids and their salts and the derivatives and how they work together, and to form different combinations of them. You can see we have the game board. This can be played by 2 to 8 players, and it should take approximately 30 to 45 minutes to complete, or however much time you have. You have the pawns for the individual players to mark their scoring progress, or on the scoring track on the outside of the board. And you have the game deck, as well as 3 special cards which will be shuffled into the deck, but I'll keep those here now and explain to you how those work later. At the beginning of the game, each player will draw 5 cards into their hand, and during the course of the game, at all times you'll have 5 cards in your hand. Anytime you play a card onto the board, you'll then immediately draw 1 card from the top of the deck and replace it in your hand. The goal of the game is to form different combinations to score points. During the gameplay, each player on their turn will take 1 card from their hand, place it face up on the board, and then draw a card from the draw pile. Once there are one of 3 different combinations, I'll show you the first one now, then players will score points. Again, this will happen only during the course of the game as players place 1 card at a time on their turns. But here is the first sort of combination that we can have, and this is made up of 4 cards, all from the same acid family. So we have the acid name, we have the residual, we have the salts, and we have the formula for the acid. If all 4 of these cards are played on the board either in a square such as this, all in a row, or in a diagonal setting, then the player who played the last card to complete this set will remove the cards from the board, place them in the discard pile to the side, and move their marker 4 points. So you receive 4 points for creating a complete acid. The other combination that you can possibly have is 5 cards all from different acids. So it doesn't matter what the cards are or if they form a complete set, as long as there's 5 different ones. And these can also be played either in a row, such as this. Here you see it, you can tell easily that they're from different ones by the different color coding on the cards. So if you see cards from 5 different ones, again, you can collect them, put them in the discard pile, and this time you would get 5 points. The other way these can be arranged is diagonally. If a combination is placed on the board, the last person to put a card on, it creates a diagonal row of 5 different ones. Again, 5 points, remove the cards in the discard pile. The other combination option with this is if you form a cross, either like so, with 2 diagonals intersecting, or in this pattern. For this, you would also score 5 points. You'd also remove the cards, put them in the discard pile, and move your marker along the edge of the board according to the number of points you just received for that. So just to recap, 4 points for a matching set all from the same family, 5 points for a set made up of 5 different ones, arranged either in a row, diagonally, or in a cross pattern. There's 3 other cards that you can use during the game, which will be shuffled into the deck, and you may get these in your hand. Here's how these work. The laboratory allows you on your turn, when you play it, to place 2 cards from your hand onto the board. This can be really key to helping you complete sets that other players may not expect you to be able to on your turn. The synthesis allows you to place this on the board in any spot to fill the place of any card that you want it to be. You can use this to complete sets, and again, it's a very handy card to have. The alchemist card, when you play it, allows you to take 1 card from your hand and replace it with any card that's already on the board, and take that card and replace it into your hand. The game is over either when time is up or when the pile of cards is exhausted, and the player with the most points scored on the scoring tracker on the outside of the board will win. I hope that helps, and I hope you have a lot of fun playing. Thanks!